Hello, this is Vihaan S and Sean Mathur's project, and we are trying to create a better use of energy for our environment when we have a hurricane. So before we constructed this project, we had a lot of questions, like why did we do this project and what are we planning to do with this project? So we wanted to impact the environment positively but also make it cost friendly. And we're planning to make an innovation that large organizations like the Department of Energy can build on. Our first step for this project was to develop what we wanted to do. Then we had to research ways that we could make our project effectively. We had to read multiple scientific theories about how our project would work. We had to create information about our project. We had to make a blueprint about how this project would work. And then lastly, we just had to gather supplies and make the project. Start off, what is energy? So energy is just a simple ability to do work. There are many different types of energy, such as radiant, electrical, and thermal. The important thing about energy is that we should know how to use it in our life. This year, as my project, we have decided to make a model that has a cost-effective approach on getting energy when your power goes out. So energy storage is the process of preventing the risk of blackouts, and it can be backup power in our homes. The US Department of Energy is currently researching on making a power plant that will light up America without releasing oil into the environment. I think my project will be a perfect fit. As you can see, our planet is getting hotter every year, and conditions are getting worse as time goes by. The air has become more unsafe to breathe in than it was several years ago. This is essentially climate change. The energy that we use every day contributes to this. The gas cars that we drive burn carbon dioxide, and the electric cars, their battery production can cause a loss in biodiversity and a decreased fresh water supply. So, when batteries in a car run out, the disposal of the battery gets sent to a landfill, and this can release hazardous toxins in the air. Energy is not a bad thing. It seems like one, but really isn't. Climate change gets bigger and bigger by the day, but renewable energy will show us a path to resolve this. So, energy will completely wipe out climate change, but it will slow it down enough for us to do something about it. According to this data that I have gathered, wind energy is the best use for a generator in our environment. The other gases that are on this graph are very harmful, and hydroelectricity wastes a lot of water, so it is not a practical idea. Wind energy is one of the most effective types of energy, has lots of disadvantages. They cost about $1 million, and you actually only get like 17.5% of the actual cost per year. But then each year after the first one, your taxes cancel it out. So it's really not worth buying a wind turbine. Our project this year is to make a generator that will use wind energy as its source. So the best way to use wind energy is a turbine, but those are just way too expensive. That's why we have made a generator that is slightly less effective than a wind turbine, but it will be much less costly. We want this project to be an innovation that others can build on. We only have one Earth, therefore it is ours to protect. Here are resources that we used for this project. Thank you.